Hello everyone, I'm here at the launch of a new challenger bank. This time it's one in Belgium. It's quite an exception, I would say. Most of them start in Anglo-Saxon countries or Germany. But here today we are at the launch of aion together with Wojciech. Wojciech, could you briefly describe yourself for the audience?
Yes, so I'm commercial officer from aion. I'm one of the founders who came up with the idea 2 years ago, and now we are bringing this to Belgian market.
That's very good. What I heard from the introduction beforehand is that aion is an answer on the whole discussion of trust. What's going wrong today in financial services according to you when we talk about trust?
Yes, the main issue is that when you would look from the service perspective, it is positioned to the customers as a service which quite often is for free, but in reality is not. We, as customers, we pay for everything, and quite often we are unaware. I mean, the example I mentioned, it's you put money in the bank and you get 0.18% with Fidelity. You take money out and you get 9% for the cash loan in the same bank. And that's something, which is in the long run not sustainable. So that's the key thing to be addressed in terms of trust. Banks no longer are service institutions. When you would compare with other industries, the service element is much stronger. Quite often the recipe of the bank is, for any of your problem, here is my product on my shelf, please take it.
Right, and you are gonna provide an answer to that.
Yes, we as aion, we want to introduce a subscription-based model. Subscription shall be foundation of trust, because we bring it in order for you to work for you solely as our customer and maximize value for you. And to do this, we will deploy the best technologies and the best services we came up with. That's our recipe, which on one hand is a simplifying everything subscription, so one fee for all. And second is the services which are cutting edge, where human would not be able to deliver. So the branch clerk would not be capable enough to deliver that to the extent we are able with the technologies we deploy.
And what makes you any different than challenger banks that have a free account for a limited amount of services and a premium account with a lot of services included?
Yes, the main difference is that we simplify things and boil it down to subscription. So there is just one fee element and it's all you can eat. So when you take overdraft up to €1,000, it is for free.
Yeah.
When you transfer money to the UK, which is FX transaction, it is for free. When you withdraw money from India ATM, it is for free. So when you pay subscription, you don't have to worry about anything. And we go one step further, we maximize everything for you. So we deploy technologies which help us to think ahead before your problems actually arrive.
Right.
And we help you maximize your bills. We help you maximize your deposits. We help to maximize your asset management. All that is within the simple, humble model of subscription.
Yeah. Cool. Now, Wojciech, it's not a Flemish or a French name, of course. From what I understood, the roots of Eon Bank are in Poland. So it must have been a very thought through decision to come to Belgium. Why explicitly did you choose for Belgium?
Yes, firstly, we are in our squad, it's full of Belgium experts, specialists, very strong managers. So when we come to the market like Belgium, with all our humbleness, we do our homework.
Yeah.
Yes, and we have managers from, as I mentioned, 100 people in the office in Belgium. Why we chose Belgium? For first reason being, it's a headquarter of Europe, and our bank is to be European challenger. So it will not stop here in Brussels. It will spread out from Brussels to other EU countries, and then to start in Belgium is very good. Yes.
And then in every country again with a local team to make sure that it's tailored to local habits.
Yes, no, the idea is we will tailor it. So we have the offering which we believe will work with some customers who are savvy to work with the subscription model. So who really believe that it's better to have a hassle-free banking with one subscription for a month and not have to worry about your financial affairs. So for those who engage, we will be doing them banking them not only in Belgium, but also in Germany, also in other countries. So that's how we reason. And we don't have aspiration to be universal, full-fledged bank with 10% market share in Belgium. So that's the difference to the traditional banks.
Yeah, because for example, the challengers, their big challenge, according to me, is that very often they provide a universal service for all, and that way they can scale. But they often forget the local details, the local elements that make a bank locally trusted as well.
Yes. So the challengers, we believe there is what I call fragmentation. So the service model versus traditional bank, they just do chunk of it, maybe 15-20%, usually around payments. We are believers that we are bankers since we were born. I started in '95. The founder, Wojciech, he ventured into banking in '90s. We believe that you need to be doing the relevant services for the country. And we really deeply analyze the market here, and we know, for instance, when you saw the Depot Max, it is based on RSAs. So it's regulated saving account. Trust me, it's not the easiest product to put in the IT system, and we did it especially for Belgium. Why? Because 90% of the deposits are gathered here through RSAs. Whereas some other neobanks would ignore it and they would just go with the saving account, which is not tax advantage and will not be liked by Belgians.
Or even provide a saving account from another bank through platforms like Raisin or Deposit
Yes,
Solutions.
they could also do that. Yes, we are into having the relevant service at first place. So sometimes we will not customize, and sometimes if we believe it's relevant for our core clients or members, we will do it. And important to mention, we are dynamic. We are working in agile. So for us, time from idea to market is 4 weeks. Which I believe it's quite different than from many financial institutions worldwide.
That's very interesting. Now, when I was seeing the presentation, I was already making a parallel with another initiative in Belgium, which is called Cake. They build also tailored offerings, etc., and better promotions, better deals. But they do this all on the PSD2 rails. So they didn't apply for a banking license. They just gathered all the information from all different banks and try to make the best out of it and provide personalized services. Maybe 2 questions. Are you ready for PSD2? And then on the other hand, also, was it a very conscious choice regarding knowing that PSD2 was coming to go nevertheless for as a bank, because you become more of a data custodian, you have all the data yourself?
Yes, so firstly, entrepreneurs make various choices, so we respect choices made by Cake. We are PSD2 in center-based bank. So security and PSD2 are concepts which are in the center of what we invented. So why I talk about maximization of deposits, you listen, yes? I said initially, when we have this best deposit rate for you, although it comes from other bank, we replicate it on our books, because technically today in Belgium, you cannot leverage the PSD2 to open the deposit in the bank actually where the deposit comes from. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in 6 months. We will be ready with that probably, yes? So we are very PSD2 centered. We are big believers that unlike traditional models, you have to be able to show the customers all the possibilities, guide him to the best possibility for him or for her, and leave him in control. So in our model, customer sees it all, presses the button, authorizes, and then we execute for him. That's how we reason. So it's very open banking, I believe, in a friendly manner. We are big believers that people will not be willing to go to heavy ecosystems and have the whole complication of ecosystems making my choice more difficult than easier. We believe that open banking doesn't mean give complication to customer.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And best of luck.
Thanks very much. Thank you.